Hi, this is David Kaye. I'm a voice actor. I want to talk a bit about network affiliate and network voiceover. There is, I spend a lot of my day as well doing station identification and promotional branding, as I like to call it, for radio and television stations. Those are not necessarily the network or the main networks out of New York or Los Angeles, but the feeder stations, the radio and television stations, in particular NBC, CBS, and or ABC, and Fox. It's a business that I started a number of years ago based on numbers. I figured, well, if I could get 1% of all the stations to use me for something, then that would be great. The business, of course, has changed over the years. The economy and things have affected it, like everything. It's going, we don't know kind of what direction it's heading in, but they seem to still always need a voice to sell the station. There was a mentor of mine that works out of Florida, and he said to me many years ago, when you are the voice of a station, they hire you to be that station. When the people listen to that radio or television station, they sort of interpret that, or in their heads, and I forget this sometimes, that you're the owner of that station. So my responsibility as a voiceover person that's doing station identification and promotional branding for an affiliate or radio station is they've hired me to be the voice or the identifier of that station. When someone hears that voice, they would like the listener to identify with that station. So again, a big responsibility as a voiceover person. You have to consider yourself as the owner of that station. That's how important you are, and what you're telling people, or you're promoting, you're doing a promo or a station ID, is you're the guy, you're the station. It's a different style as opposed to trailer animation, but sometimes they can combine, because sometimes you get a producer who's producing a promo spot for an affiliate for an NBC or ABC down in Florida or in Oklahoma, wherever it may be, and they might want a character. So if you can bring in a character read and have a bit of a range in your voice, that's money in the bank for them. They don't have to go outside and hire someone to do that. You can do a few different things. They love that. They don't have to always have you do the straight news thing. In talking about television affiliate, generally it's to promote their news, to do their news opens and closes, for promos for various contests they may have, and the reads are very specific as well for each of those things. In my head, I always sort of have, Walter Cronkite I was always a big fan of him and different news people, and I would listen to them, and I sort of have them in the back of my mind when doing news promos for TV affiliate stations, because it's a voice of authority, but there also has to be some kind of caring in there, some kind of nurturing, or even if you're telling something serious, you have to get people to feel comfortable, or you can't hit them over the head with it. There are times when you can do that, like tonight on Eyewitness News. Right now the area you're breathing could be killing you. Details at 11. I mean, there's always room for that. But there's also a way to finesse that read, where you come at it a different way, and the air you're breathing could be killing you. Details tonight at 11. You just finesse that a little bit. It's an example. There's very specific styles for television news affiliate and promo work that you have to bring to the table, and when you're casting that sort of thing, it's good to have an idea. If you want your voice person to be able to do a different voice, or to maybe bring something else to the table, if you're bringing a serious news voice to it, to maybe alter that, where you might want to come in this way and do a promo very light and breathy and very caring, or you might want to be serious and newsy, and tonight at 6. Investigative reporting type thing, Bill Curtis. You have to be able to make those adjustments, and so having someone to be able to do all those little things is great to have on your team. As a voiceover person doing network affiliate work, that's something you need to bring to the table, is to be able to maneuver, give them a news read, give them something caring, give them something different, give them something young, or or maybe even age it up a bit. It's just important to be as versatile as possible, even when doing specific network news work. For radio station stuff, the better you are at maneuvering your voice and finessing your voice, and for example, if you're doing a country station, there's a certain person in your mind you have to see in your head who you're talking to. You may have a bit of a bounce, country music, American music. You may the NASCAR. You may need to sort of bounce it up a bit and have a country feel, but not too much. For top 40, your voice may need to be down in here like this, Kiss FM, LA, it may need to be monotone, so they can use that and play with it. In your mind, you have to envision a producer cutting your voice and using it a billion different ways. So that's kind of top 40 stuff. So you can have a lot of fun with that. With adult contemporary, or AC as they call it, or ACCHR, whatever they're calling it these days, is to be more conversational, and you're going after a certain segment of the female population maybe. So you need to know who you're talking to, and all these different formats. A classic rock format, okay, in your head, there's a 22-year-old guy who's still driving a Camaro that may even have a mullet. There's him, and there's also the grown-up, the 45-year-old who digs classic rock and has a family. So you have to have those people in your head when you're communicating a promo. It may just seem like a couple of lines of a promo or an ID. If the writing is clever enough, and there's some good writing that comes from radio stations out there still, you can have a lot of fun with that. The classic rock breed is typically either a little deeper, a little more, snide, or kind of down in here. Your mouth is kind of, hey, we don't believe all this crap. Listen to us. We're the best. And so you have to, if you see that guy or the girl in your head, you can you're talking to them. And it's always been a big thing in broadcasting, is making sure that you're specifically talking to someone, you have an idea who you're talking to. So there's so many different formats. There's Christian contemporary, there's AC, there's oldies. And oldies is more fun. We're going back to 1955. Hey, your voice comes up. You're little. It's maneuvering your posture, your body, your mind, your age. So those are all the things that are important when bringing bringing your work to the affiliate or the radio station stuff and voiceover is to have all those in your back pocket. So if you're casting, or if you're a station producer and you're looking for a voice, those are all these things to keep in mind. If you can get a voice guy who can kind of do all these different things, that's going to, A, save you some money, and B, you can have some fun with your creative people. If you're a voiceover person, you want to get into this, male or female, work on your range, or take a specific format. Either maybe you want to go after news television stations. You may want to go after country stations. You may want to go after rock and roll or classic rock. Have a style in mind and work on it, and start there, and then broaden. But always have that picture of the person talking to you in your head. That's really, really important. I can't stress that enough. So I hope that's been helpful. Just a few things from my daily work and affiliate and radio station work. I'm David Kaye from K-Man Productions USA from Burbank, signing off.